Hello all, welcome back to Career with Vasanth YouTube channel. My name is Vasanth. I hope you all doing well. So as you know, this is a video series where we're discussing about the mock interview. In this particular video with me, I have Vishal. Vishal is a 2-year experienced front-end developer. He having experience of Angular and lately he's trying to transition into React. So it's going to be a good interview if you are also from the similar background. You're from some other tech, you're trying to transition into React. So what are the challenges that you would face? I'm going to discuss those also with Vishal. More about Vishal, I know he'll be explaining. And this is going to be a combination of basics of JavaScript, machine coding, and a React.js. So basics of React.js. So please watch the video till the end. For some reason, if Vishal is not able to give right answer to a question that I asked, I'm going to give right answer at the end. So please watch the video till the end. Vishal, if you can introduce yourself, we can get started.
Sure, Vasanth. Hey, Vasanth, good afternoon. I am Vishal. I'm a front-end engineer. I'm working as a front-end engineer for the last 2 years.
Good.
So in a startup, yeah, that's it about me.
Sure, Vishal. Shall we start the interview now, Vishal?
Yes. Before that, I have a doubt
Yeah.
because I've been interested in a project called like it's used for video call recording. I
Okay.
am facing some problems in that regarding group chat building and reducing the screen size, like styling for different screen sizes,
Got
and
it.
many more problems as well.
Got it.
How will can you
So
give me a
Vishal,
solution for
good that you brought this question up. See, video calling is one of the complex feature to build. Though like chats like Zoom and Google Meet looks very simple, but it's not very easy to build if you are given that such project. Okay. Lately, I've been using a tool called Zigo Cloud. I've told about this product in the past as well. Where Zigo Cloud is a tool where you can build the entire video calling with help of this particular product. So they have a thing called UI kits where one of the primary challenges is to build the product end to end, right? So we have to go and decide which protocol to use, how to handle cross browser support, how to handle group chat, how to handle one-on-one chat. All of those things actually taken care by the Zero Cloud. As you see, it's not just about the video calling. They have audio calling, they have any other multimedia sort of calling involved. All the features are available as a part of the Ego Cloud. And the question like you asked, how do we handle the dynamic layouts? How do we handle the beautification of the face? How do we handle like in-room messages whenever you're on call? If you have to send some messages, how do we handle that? All of the things are actually given outside the box by the UI kit of the Zigo Cloud. And they also have something called like 10,000 free seconds. Let's say you are a new user, you just sign up for their particular portal. You're going to get 10,000 free seconds, which you can use for free. Only after that, if you're like very satisfied with the tool, you can continue to use their product. Okay. So it's a very good product. Not just you, I recommend it for anybody who is having a video calling requirement, right? They can use it. Okay. Hope that
that?
clarifies your doubt, Vishal. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Sure. Now let us start with a very interesting question, Vishal. Okay. Recently I've asked this question multiple times in the interview. I'm presenting a whiteboard. Okay. Let's say we have to build a tool similar to Google Calendar. Sorry, Google Calculator. Okay. I'm drawing on the screen. Okay. Like for example, a typical example, how a Google Calculator would look like. Your Google Calculator is means whenever you type something like 2 plus 2 on the Google search and you hit enter, right? You'll be prompted with
Yes,
Google Calculator, correct?
yes,
So
yes.
just simplicity's sake, I'm quickly drawing few things. Okay. I think this is the area where usually the user would type something. Like for example, you type 1 plus 2 here and you click on is equal to, you will get the answer, correct? Or you can use like 1 plus, you can click on this button and you're going to get the output. So now my question is, let's say you have to build a feature like this in the browser, Vishal. Okay. The
Okay.
UI I have already built. Building UI is not a great challenge. Now,
Mm.
what after building the UI, you have to basically process the equation and to give answers, right? Let's start from there. How is that you're going to solve the problem? Let's say 1 plus 2 star 3 is there. 1 plus
Mm.
2 star 3. You have to process this equation to give the results, right? What all things comes to your mind as a part of building this? Please tell me.
Okay. Mm. Okay. We can use reusable functions. Like we can
Okay.
create functions with for addition one and
Mm.
for multiplication one and for division one.
Okay.
What you will do is you will return when like user clicks on equal to, but will store value in some variable, local variable.
Mm.
What you will do is you will first get the inputs from it.
Mm.
So while user clicks on plus, we will in the backend what we will do is we will just add the function name and the argument as 2. So
Mm.
1 plus 1 and that argument. I mean, sorry, 1 comma that argument and then after that, next thing will come, like with this value and multiplication with 3. That multiply function we will call it.
Sure. So Vishal, tell me one thing. Is it this you're gonna do in the back end, or all the things of this processing happens only on the front end or client side?
Client side I'm going to do.
Okay, complete processing happens on the client side, correct? No back
Yes,
end is
it's
not
a
in.
simple thing. Okay, we don't need to
Correct.
do like
Correct.
backend thing for this.
Sure. So now, as you told, we have 1 plus 2 star 3, correct? So you have to process the
Yes.
equation. Will you start processing after user hits is equal to or before that?
After user clicks equal to.
Okay. After user clicks on is equal to, you have a 1 plus 2 star 3, which is typically in a string format.
Okay.
Right? It's in a string. It's not, you cannot put it a number because we have the expression plus and star. So it's in a string format. So copying that entire string, 1 plus 2 star 3, okay? And you're basically processing that, correct? So you told like you're going to create multiple methods for plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication. So how you are going to process this 1 plus 2 star 3? Can you please quickly tell me step by
Yeah.
step? Hmm.
We can store those separate characters like the plus and multiplication and division in a separate string, and you will check if the current element of the string is like present in that.
No, not
Like
that. Like for example, like I have given you 1 plus 2 star 3 and you have a function like calculate. What is the first thing that you are going to do? Can you please tell me?
when the user clicks equal to, right?
Yes. So when user
I
clicks on
will.
you called a function called calculate. The calculate
Okay.
function has the expression 1 plus 2 star 3. What is the
Hmm.
that first thing that you are going to do in that function? Please tell me, Vishal.
I'll run a loop for using that string.
Okay.
What I will do is, when the first element comes in, I will check if that any of the symbol is present in that first element.
Okay.
If it's not, it should be a number because we can't type anything
Correct.
other than number.
Correct.
So I'll just parse it, and I'll push it to, I'll add it to a separate number as a like thing,
Mm.
and then I'll check the next one. Next one, since it is like a symbol here, even
Mm.
if it's another number, then what you'll need to do is like number followed by another number. So it
Mm.
should be like 1 plus 1 and 1, it's 11. So what we'll do is we will add that number like into 1 into 10 and plus that number. So
Okay.
it becomes one number. Plus we will check that symbol. So since this is a plus symbol, for that plus we will be allocating that one function, right?
Okay.
So we have that one separately, plus this function. So we will send that next argument as a next number or symbol. Like next number should be there because we can't like give two symbols
Sure.
continuously, right?
Sure. I think
So two.
please, Vishal, please go ahead.
Okay. Next we will check that number, and then we will check if the continuously, if we are getting a number like 22 or something. If
Mm.
there is nothing, then followed by only symbol, we will just pass the value
Got
to
it.
that number, and
Got it.
whatever we getting the value, we will return and like add
Sure.
it to that.
Sure. Sounds good, Vishal. See, as I think you did not, while introducing, you did not say this. Basically, you're from the mechanical background, correct? And
Yes,
you're
yes,
into IT because of interest. I think in
yes.
the third year, in the second year, third or fourth semester, I think most different universities will have this thing of evaluating an expression. There are different ways to evaluate an expression, like infix, postfix, and different ways. How do they evaluate an expression? Okay, so where this is actually taught. Whatever you're saying is correct, but there is more formal approach to solve. Only one last
Okay.
question I ask regarding this, and then probably we'll go to the other problem. So as you have to build
Okay.
like as you are doing this in Google Calendar or anywhere you might have Google Calculator or any other things you might have seen, there is an undo and redo operation, correct? So you have star
Hmm.
3. I mentioned like 1 plus 2, then I entered like star and 3. Now if I do control plus Z, right? So the star 3 vanished, correct? I did control shift Z, star 3 appeared again. Getting my point, right? Star
Okay.
3 was
Yes.
removed and star 3 reappeared again. Okay. If you have to
Hmm.
build this feature, the undo and redo operation, okay, which data structure you will use, Vishal? Just that is my question. Which data structure you will use and why?
For undo and redo. Okay.
Correct.
I'll use most probably object data structure.
Okay. So why? And anything you can say basically any data structure, but the question would be why? Why you are using that particular data structure?
Object or array, we can use both.
Okay.
We can store those like every single options like uh, the symbol and number as a separate element. And
Hmm.
when user click control Z, you will just remove, and usually we will catch it in a different variable because if the user list like want to undo it, so we can push it back to the array.
Got it. Got it. It's not a wrong answer, but for audience who are watching, the right answer is stack actually. Okay. The stack is where you're going to keep pushing the operations. Like for example, one you entered, yeah, first value is one, then you enter one plus is the next entry, then one plus two is the next entry, one plus two star three is the next expression. Okay, you do control Z. You're going to pop the top value, and whatever is the top at that point in time, that we are going to show on the UI. Same thing we are going to keep doing. Redo is also very simple. Whatever you removed from the undo stack, you're going to put it in the redo stack. Once you, whenever you click redo, whatever the top of the redo, you're going to pick and put it on the stack of the undo operation. So you're going to use two stacks, one to perform undo, one to perform the redo. Okay. You can stop sharing this, Vishal. Okay. Can you please open Code Sandbox and like search for like React.js, Code Sandbox React. The question, Vishal, is very simple. Okay. The question is should be you have to implement a password strength checker. Okay. Where you will have a function. Okay. Let's break it into two things. First thing is like you have an input text box. Whatever user enters in the input text box, that's going to be passed into a function, correct? And within that function, you need to check whether that password is whatever the password strength. You need to render that password strength on the UI, like whether it's weak, whether it is like weak, medium, and strong. Three things you need to represent. Okay. Let me tell you the conditions. Like if the password, or else we can make it even more simplified, even the audience should not get confused. If a password has a capital case, a smaller case, and a number, it's a strong password. Getting my point? Audience also, I'm saying again, if a password has a small case, capital case, and a number, then it is a strong password. You write a function which accepts a password and retells whether that particular password is strong or not. So we are not taking weak, strong, and all. We are just only checking whether a password is strong or not. Okay. If I pass only a small character and alpha capital character, it should tell it's not a strong password. Only when there's a small character, capital character, and a number, then it should tell like it's a strong password. First, implement that function. Okay, and you could just log it, log the output. Once after you complete successfully implement that, then we will try to integrate that into an input box. You just have around 10 to 12 minutes to implement this. Okay, please go ahead and start.
Okay, start implementing a function.
For audience who are watching, in the beginning I told Vishal is just starting with React. He has come till an extent of hooks and some amount of React. He has not like mastered it, but still he is trying to transition his career with React and want to learn React. So that's the reason he's giving a chance of reading the values. Giving a shot at solving the machine coding question in React. I appreciate that. Yeah, please get continued, Vishal.
So for this, I think the solution I will be thinking of like checking the like character code for this.
Okay.
Character code is like for capital letters, there will be a range of character code, and for numbers, there will be a range of character code, and for small characters, there will be.
Correct.
I'm not aware of that syntax as of now. Can I use Google for searching?
Please, you can search that. Yeah. Okay, that you can hold and drag down like that widget. No, you can expand it. Yeah, that widget you hold and drag somewhere in the screen. Like just drag it down. You're able to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now continue. Yes. Just an advice to you and everyone who is watching the video. Anytime you want some syntax to be known, right? You don't know and you want to search. So always as the interviewer, like Vishal did. Most interviewer will be fine if you for you to search the syntax, but don't consider it like explicit and search immediately, because some companies do have a rules where if you search something from the outside, they would have a strict rules of like rejecting the candidate. So don't give that chance. You be explicit and ask, so that if interviewer okay, you search. Okay. I think line number 7, it should be const. It should the spelling mistake, I assume, Vishal. Plan to handle the numbers, whether the number is present in a string or not.
This one, code 0 and code 8.
Sure.
The number is starting from 0, so we are checking till 9, so till 8.
Sure. And audience who are watching the video, you guys can also like practice this in parallel. Like you can write a code and you can put your code in the comment section, or you can create a gist and paste the gist link of gist also in the comment section. I will definitely be more than happy to verify it and tell whether that's the right answer or not. Okay. You continue, Vishal. Yeah. You can remove that E for a while. Like you can just directly read the value in line number 5.
Line number 5. Okay.
Let's consider that as an argument. You're directly passing a string here. Okay.
Okay, that's passing the string. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Still, we need to get that argument, right?
Yeah, yeah. You should have E. Yeah, that's itself the value. Yeah, you're not basically extracting anything. Yeah.
Yes. Password checker with some string. What you'll do? Let me finish this first. I'll give some random. I'll
Sure.
give one capital letter,
Yeah.
one small letter, and one number.
Sure. Let's
So
check.
it should a console. How to view the console here?
You see a console in the bottom right, console 14.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
coming.
it's written as weak.
Should it be weak?
It should be strong. Why is it coming as weak?
You have only 1 to 2 more minutes. We have to go to other sections as well. See if you can
Okay.
debug. Try giving different argument and see. Like for example, you can give all small letter and see what is happening.
We need to save it for re-rendering.
Yeah, yeah. It should re-render, but yeah, you can refresh it. All small also coming as weak, correct? If you wish to like log whatever is in line number 11, the code, you can try logging to get some idea.
Console.log. Okay, I think it will come as.
Code is coming as 115, correct? Because you're passing SSS. Same thing. But try passing try pass different string in line number. Instead of SSS, you pass something else and see whether you're getting different values or not. No, not the same, like different characters, like one small, one capital, one number.
Okay, one C, one C. 67.99. Yes,
Correct? Now
getting
pass a number too. Pass a number.
4.
Hmm.
52.
Is
Okay.
it as per the expectation?
Yeah, 4 is different.
So that is a problem, correct? Maybe after the
Yes,
interview, you
yes,
can
yes.
check this, Vishal. Okay.
Okay.
Now let me ask you some questions about the React. Can you go to the same snippet again? Scroll left. Yeah. So we have a use effect in line number 25, correct? The
Yes.
use effect end of the day is what? It's a function, correct?
JavaScript function, yes.
Yeah. Have you ever given a thought? What does use effect return? As it's a function, it will return something, correct? What does it return?
Function. I don't think use effect returns something as of my knowledge.
So then it's like something like undefined or null.
It will be undefined, I guess.
Okay. Tell me the difference between undefined and null.
Undefined is like it's no value, because if we like declare a variable and we don't give any value, the value will be like undefined by default.
Okay.
Null, we can set like an initial value for like not leaving it empty.
So you are saying null is something a value to represent nothing, correct? Undefined is when you have not defined anything. That's the difference, Vishal.
Yes.
Okay, sure. So let me share a snippet with you. Okay, copy the snippet. I'll put in the chat section. Copy the snippet, and I mean you can replace your code with this code. Okay, and you don't have to run it. Just copy paste, and so that
Okay.
first I want you to go to the code and guess the output basically. Okay, if audience knows the answer, if you wish, you can pause the video for a while. Go to the code. If you know the answer, you can mention question number 2 and your answer in the comment section. Okay.
I don't think the 0 will be count, because this is an async thing, and it won't run before that we have a synchronous like section here.
Okay.
And in this synchronous section, we are clearing that interval.
Okay, as you told, like you're just starting with React, I'll give you some context. In line number 8, whatever the return that we are doing, right, that would execute on the component unmount. Like for example, you're on page A, you're going to page B. Whenever the transition happened, right, that return will be executed. So it's not going to execute as long as you are in screen A. Okay, so I'm giving you that hint. Now, if you wish to like re-guess your answer, you can tell me, Vishal.
This return is not going to run before we are changing to the next.
So you can assume like throughout the execution of this file, it's not going to be called basically. Okay.
Okay, then randomly it will for 1000 milliseconds, randomly it will change to 1 and -1 based on the returned value.
Okay.
Okay, previous count, okay, not previous, no, I didn't see this section. Previous count, we are adding it. So randomly it will add to 0, like 1 and -1 randomly.
Correct. Whatever you're saying is correct, Vishal. So basically, it's hard to predict what is the output, but output will be keep changing basically. Correct.
Yes.
For example,
Yes.
the value of count is 0 in the initially, and we would come inside the set interval. Every time
Yes.
whenever the previous count value you have, you're adding the previous count plus whatever the random value that is generated. Correct. If it is greater than 0.5, you're going to add 1. Otherwise, you're going to subtract 1. But there is a catch. There is a catch here. See, let's say initially the count was 0. You set it as like 0 plus, let's assume it was greater than 1, greater than 0.5. So 0 plus 1. So it became 1. Correct. So where the value of count became 1. So next time, what will be the value of count? It's going to be 1 or 0.
It will be 1. It will be available in this previous count callback, because here you're using as callback, right?
Correct. Vishal. So that's the right answer. I'm done from my end, Vishal. We are reaching the last 4 minutes of the interview. You can stop sharing. Okay.
Okay.
Let me give my feedback to you and audience, whoever has watched the video so far. Okay, I'm hoping you enjoyed it so far. And if you enjoy, please like and comment whatever you felt honestly. And if you solved the problem, like whatever Vishal did, maybe before to Vishal, that also you can mention. Mostly Vishal has given approximately right answers to all. The password checker, that could have been improved a bit, but that answer solution you can get somewhere online as well. So I'm not gonna explain anything that Vishal has given a wrong answer. Now, my feedback to you, Vishal, I've noted on a couple of feedbacks. Let's start with the machine coding thing. This is to you and everyone, almost 90% of people that I take machine coding problem, I ask machine coding problem, do the mistake, where the approach is not finalized in their mind itself. You're getting my point, right? See, whenever you're solving, this is applies to machine coding, also whenever you're doing your day-to-day coding. So first you be firm, like your mind is the first computer. Then it is actually whatever you're typing, correct? I'm not saying like 100% will be able to do, but largely first have a solid approach in your mind. Then you start implementing. Okay. And with that, you will be able to solve the problem quickly. The coding can happen in 2 minutes. You might end up spending like around remaining 8 minutes about thinking it towards it. So you can do that. Second, everyone it happens, some syntax are unknown. So we have to search on the online. Nothing wrong with that also. But be clear, have a concise list of everything that you want to search. Like for example, 4 things I don't know, 4 things I'll search. Shouldn't happen like you do to and fro. Like you start coding again, you feel like something I don't know, again you go and search. It's not a day-to-day coding, right? It's an interview. So try to have that list of things that you want to search and ask the interviewer, these are things that I don't know. Some interviewer will be willing to help you only. There you don't have to even have to search. They'll only tell which function will give you that. If you don't know, and some they'll allow you to search. So do it for once and come back and continue the coding. Okay. And other thing, this scenario driven question that I asked, the Google calculator, right? It's not a very straightforward question. It's not a very hard question also. The suggestion to you and audience who are watching is, you are a front-end developer. Don't look at the front-end systems like a user. Look at the front-end systems like a developer. Like for example, you are watching my video on YouTube. Tomorrow, if you have to implement this, you'll not be able to know 100% how to build it. But some degree, you should know like what are the things that you're going to use to build this. Okay, look at a system like a developer going forward. That's the right way to learn the front-end system design. Where whenever you have a doubt, you keep searching and you start consolidating, getting more and more information. Okay. These are the feedback that I feel, Vishal. I feel like as you still started learning the React and you want to transition to React roles, there is definitely some scope where you can master the React. I feel like it's not like 100% you are there yet. Spend some more time mastering the React and then you'll be good to give the interview, Vishal. Okay. How was the interview experience otherwise, Vishal?
Yeah, it is wonderful.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
learned.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Vishal. I'm thinking in the audience who have watched the video, you also like the video. If you like the video, please like it. Subscribe to my channel, Career with Vasanth. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.